Evening, people. How we doing? Are we all good? Yes, yes. Lovely to see you. Got the lights on in the background. Hopefully, this will all be all right. Sounds a bit echo in here because we're just decorating the room, but it's all good. It is all good. Nice to see it. See you nice. Thanks for all your very warm and wonderful comments on the video that we did yesterday with regards to the Companies Act and all that greatness, all that tabby dozy stuff going on, isn't it? Beautiful. Perhaps I should have done this with the lights behind me, but there we go. Hopefully you're all sat home going, oh, Dave, turn it down, son. What's going on? Listen, don't worry about the lights. At least I'm not gluing my tits and my hands to the M25. How's about that? How's about that? And when they dig these people off the tarmac that have had super glue, now I'm trying to think what the best thing to do. Yeah, is that a bit better? Oh, that's even worse, isn't it? That's even worse, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Anyway, it is what it is. Callie Blight. Hello, Smash. Nice to see you. How you doing? Angie Davis. Hello, darling. Beautiful woman. How we diddly do? We doing all good? Yeah, fabulous. Actually, no, I prefer it. Let's go that way. Let's go. That's it. Let's go that way. Let's go that way. So yeah, they've been gluing themselves to the M25. Frankie, I want to thank you, mate, for helping my little old mate out. You know what I'm talking about, son. God bless you, mate. You're a good man. Good man. Yeah, so they're gluing themselves to the tarmac now. There was a woman a couple of years ago. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with streaking. I quite liked Erica Rowe back in the day, running across the oval with her boobs hanging out. It was wonderful. Got me into boobs, really. But, yeah, they're gluing themselves to the tarmac. But this couple of years ago, a woman was up at Parliament protesting over something and that glued her boobs to the tarmac. Can you imagine? Just imagine. But they're not sending these people for psychological assessments, are they? Have you seen the 75-year-old man up north with white hair? I wonder who's got fucking white hair, the way they tasered him. Have you seen that? The way the old bills surround him, they're tasering this 75-year-old man to death. I don't know how the old boy's still alive. Maybe he's got a super duper pacemaker. I don't know, but unbelievable scenes. Our system is it stinks. It's so wicked and evil now. The police, they're like torture doctors, aren't they? It's like, it's just outrageous. It's just so wrong. I'm just reeling over the news of me mate winning his house through the equity courts in London. That's just fabulous. Fabulous. Look at that. Look for the round windows, Ripley. Look for the round window. Yes. Frankie, lovely to see you, mate. Cockney Patriot. All right, girls, just how are we? Jesus Jones. All right, mate. How are you? All right. It's not going to be a long one. Just thought I'd pop on here and say hello, let you know I'm still alive and that the mafia ain't killed me yet, aka Boris Johnson and his cohorts. But I'm certainly on the radar. I'm on the radar of government, but that's a good thing. Yeah, because I want my country back and I want my people to be happy again. And I want to get rid of the psychopaths that run it. Can't be a bad thing to get rid of psychos. Let's get back to normal. Can we get back to mankind? Maybe. Just, common sense. Is that so far-fetched? Common sense nowadays, is it? Is it? Yeah, I think it could be. Maybe I'm talking nonsense. I don't know. But you won't never see me out sticking my hands to tarmac or stopping traffic flowing. No, I'm not into none of that because it don't do nothing apart from antagonise. And I really, I did say I was going to run with Insulate Britain because winter was coming and I thought it might be a nice thing to walk out, and feel insulated and with them beautiful, beautiful people. But I don't understand the cause of it. To me, it's a bit weird what they're doing, these people. But nonetheless, they have a right to protest. I can't even get an MOT for my little motorbike at the moment. Close them down. Oops. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Man. What bike you got? Oh, you'll be interested in my new little venture. On Wednesday, I shall be having my first ever velodrome, velomobile. And not velodrome, because I used to cycle around velodromes years ago up in Herne Hill in London with the school, which was fabulous. Declaration of Helsinki, World Medical Declaration, worth a read. Nice to see you, Cayman. Thanks for tuning in, man. Lex Moto, Venom 1225C. Oh, hello. Sinclair C5. Now, it's a bit better than a Sinclair C5, Cockney Patriot. This thing hurtles along at 50. Now, I remember them C5s coming out, right? I was living in the Medway towns at the time years ago, back in the 80s. And I did see one down in Chatham High Street. And I shouted out to the bloke, "Hey, yeah, wanker!" It must have been riding one of them things. They look so, he's got his arms behind him with his flid helmet on. I'm like, what do you look like? Now, this thing I'm getting is a cool looking piece of kit, bro. Let me tell you, it's really going to be fabulous. So I'll be doing some videos. You're going to be seeing me doing some GoPro cam videos, flying down the road. I'm going to be going everywhere in this thing. So pop the kettle on. I might be popping in. You never know. Look. I went to exhibition at the Ali Pali. Oh, you're going back a bit, son. I remember them. I so wanted one. What a C5. He died the other day, didn't he? The old boy Sinclair. Did he design the computer as well, the Sinclair? Did he? He might have done. Oh, I don't know. Might not be. Yeah, I think it could be. I think Sinclair C. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking nonsense. Who knows? I don't know. Charlie Barton. Hello, Squire. You know, thanks for tuning in, mate. Really nice to see you. Guys, you know, what my mate has just achieved through the High Courts, getting his house, and his house is now his forever and ever and ever, amen. And it's just knocked me socks off, you know. And because, you know, we've been done this video yesterday about the Companies Act and the Fraud Act 2003. The thing is, these councils and these companies can't break the law. They have to go by the letter of the law in their eyes, and it's their system. It's not my law. It's a system they've set up, and that's fine. It's got nothing to do with man. It's a completely artificial system. It's like artificially inseminating your missus. It's not the same as the real thing, the real world. But they've set this system up nonetheless, and we're truly at a point now where we are really starting to ram. Now, this Companies Act is so powerful, because no one in the council, no one in an energy company or whoever can ignore it. Because if they do, then you just give them your paperwork and then you file up something and give it to the police and say, the police, look, you know, they're committing fraud against me and I need you to investigate. Fraud carries a long prison sentence. You can go away for a long time for fraud, especially once it's proven. And how to prove it? Well, you just give the Companies Act and say they've not, you know, this is the letter of the law. This is what it says. There's no discrepancy. It's not neither here nor there. They've not stayed to the Companies Act. So they've been working in nefarious manner. And so they broke the law, or broke your law, because it's not my law. The only law that I, a man, have to live by is the Holy Scripture. That's it. No other. Clever bloke, Cockney Patriot. Yes, mate. Yeah, very much so. Susan McManus. Nice to see you, darling. Hope you're well. Hope life's treating you fabulous and that you're all doing good. Guys, it's really important right now, right? Russie Isaacs, go to the back of the classroom, son. All right. Nice to see you, Smash. Nice to see you, Russ. Thanks for tuning in. It's not going to be a long video tonight. It really ain't. I'm going back to living with nature. I've had enough of this Bolox. Is that Bolox or Botox? The system is evil. It is evil, but we got to stay here and we got to beat it. That's the thing. People like me, we're here to level it, and level it we will do in our way, in a nice way, in a godly way, because that's what we are. We're God's children. Do you know what I mean? Whether you like that idea or not, or it's the truth. We are all God's children. And you know, the devil's biggest trick while he's here is to turn you all from God. That's what the devil is here roaming for. Is to turn it and I don't believe in God. That's a load of nonsense. Well, then the devil's roaming you. If you can't see it, it's not my problem. But I hope you do. Jesus Jones, I was 13, lol. Yeah, I was only young in the 80s when them C5s were floating around. I ever see one on the road. I only ever did see one. But no, this thing I'm getting, this Velomobile, which I'm picking up on Wednesday, I can go out at night time with it. It's got lights on it. It's got a little electrical assistance if I need to get up here a bit quick. Catch the missus. I'm going to be flying about in this machine. So, yeah, if you're local in Kent, just pop the kettle on. I'll pop in for a cup of tea in my little dream sex machine. Be nice to see you. We need to come together, guys, as well. This is so important. If ever you speak to anyone that promotes the sort of things that I'm promoting, like goodness, niceness, love, passion, all the godly things that we should be doing, we all need to come together now. We all need to come together. We need to go and get our country back. The biggest problem we have in this country as a people, and our biggest our biggest enemy in as such is the devil, is the banks. All right, it's the banking sector. So once we start leveling the banking sector and we start using the Companies Act and all this other greatness, and you start seeing them all run away, then Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. That's when we start winning, right? Dave, could you briefly explain the case in the Companies Act and the remedy? I'll be chatting to my mate soon, Harry. He did tell me yesterday how he's done it. And this video that I've done yesterday, which you can catch up, which I've done through the Be Live system that's on my Facebook, you'll see pretty much how he did it. But yeah, reminds me of the Alan Pace for some reason. Who's that? Reminds you of Alan Pace. I see them years ago. I went to see Alan Pace in Chatham, and I threw one of them a sweet down because I was sucking sweets in the audience, and he was getting the ump because he could hear me sucking on these sweets. So I threw him one down. You'd like to see me on my bike? Yeah, I'll take some videos. You're going to see it on this YouTube channel. And he thanked me, and then they went on to do Bohemian Rhapsody on a guitar and a Hoover, which was fabulous. Diverted by diversity, how can you be united? We are listen, I've said this time and time again. I don't care whether you're Sikh, whether you're Muslim, whether you're black, you're white, you're Chinese, you shit yourself. If you go out and piss up the wall on a Friday night, I'm not interested in colour. I can't be bothered to sit here and defend that argument of do I like? Am I ever going to get drawn into a race debate? No. Why? Because the thing is, we're all in this system together. We're all enslaved the same way. Whether you're black, you're white, you're Chinese, it doesn't matter. We are slaves to the system. And once we realise that, you can cut through all the bullshit. Like, oh, he's black, he said this, I couldn't care if he's just a man. He's a man with a slightly different skin colour. What does that mean? It means he's closer to the equator than where you was born. I mean, look at me, I'm fairly pale, but if, you go to Scotland right now, the people in Scotland are blue. They're far worse than me. It takes them, when I go to Benidorm, it takes me a few days to get a dark tan. It takes them 3 weeks. They're blue. But most people in Scotland are blue. They look like Smurfs. When you see them with just a little skinny top on, a pair of bikini bottoms, and you look at them, you think there is definitely a halo of blue going through that body right now. And I can't imagine what the sun must do to them on the first day of the burning. And we all go abroad, we all sit in front, I'm going there, I'm going to put me factor this and factor that on. I don't wear sunscreen. Why? Because I'm a sex god. I don't need to wear it. I just put a little bit of oil, a little bit of coconut oil, or, something like that, a bit of shea butter. And I don't sit in the sun for more than half hour because it's only madmen in English that go out in the midday sun. But we get out there on the first day and we want to sit on that beach for 8 hours. We don't care. We don't drink. We hardly eat. We just lay there. We get our fannies out. And we think we're having a nice time until we wake up in the middle of the night with the shakes. I mean, I've learned all these hard lessons over the years after losing skin off my back where I got sunburnt so bad. I use sunflower oil. Yeah, Fabi, all the girls are out there sunning their fannies up on the first day. What's all that about? Yeah, not supposed to be doing that on the first day. Maybe the third or fourth day when your skin's got slightly accustomed to it. It's a very sensitive part of the body, that is. Very sensitive part. That's a moontan. Yeah, you write that one, Harry, Nat. Let me tell you. Cockney Patriots laughing his ass off. Gorgeous, man. Chip oil works for me. You don't want to be putting chip oil on your body, son. You want to be putting that in your engine. Everyone runs on biofuels nowadays, don't they? Thought everyone did. I've got mates that run their cars on hydrogen. I've got mates that run their cars on distilled water. I'm not quite brave enough to go down that road yet, but I'm not going to need it because my Velomobile is going to get me from A to B, 50, 60, 80 miles, wherever I want to go, and I won't be burning no fossil fuel. So I can't wait till Wednesday. Guys, next week, the videos that are going to be coming on this channel, I'm going to be hurtling down hills at 60, 70 mile an hour, and you're going to be going, what the actual fuck is going on? But you'll enjoy it, I'm pretty sure. I just need to get a GoPro to stick on my forehead, look like a unicorn, and we will be off. Diversity is an electrical application to divide loads, i.e. cooker. There you go. Diverting, isn't it? Diverting a load. And that is what diversity is all about. When you see, Black Lives Matter, Chinese Lives Matter, all life matters. If life didn't matter, there'd be no point to it. So I've never been drawn into race debates, never. And I won't even speak about it because to me, it's a big con. Now, I'll never forget a black guy that wolf whistled at what he thought was a woman in Manchester a few years ago. And this individual didn't like it and got, I'm so offended. But anyway, ended up in a court case. And this black dude lost his case. And afterwards, he said to the judge, he said, if whatever that is now was to go to the toilets right now, which one would it use? He said, the gents. Oh, fabulous. But you've just raped my butt in this courtroom. Look, guys, girls, look, all of our courts are business arenas. It's all about the money, right? It's all it is with the councils, the courts. It's all about the money. When the police, bailiff, we need a bailiff. Come on, let's get a bailiff out. Where's the old bill? Straight on your doorstep. I had 8 of them in here. I had 8 coppers here last October swapping out an electric meter. Right? 8 of them. And I'm thinking, what about little old Mrs. Old Smith that's being battered across the head? We had a woman in our village a couple of years ago. She's dead now. Bashed up so bad that some Herberts broke into her house and bashed her over the head with her own chair and got away with nothing. And then she fell off a bus a few weeks later and she passed away. Did the old Bill care about that? No, they couldn't care less. But, mate, when they ring up, we need assistance, we're a bailiff, they're straight round there. Why? Because they work for corporations. They run for profit. Police are a profit-making organisation. That's what your speeding fines and all that is all about. And it's all about the money. I don't believe the police should ever have the ability to fine you for anything. Strip the old Bill. Have anything to do with money. Give them their wages. And, I've said this time and time again, at the rule of law, I'd give them double bubble. If a copper's on 600, 700 quid a week, I'd give them 1,400. But I wouldn't let them handle money. I would not let any chief constable or any of them start up limited companies to fleece the people of this country, because then you're involved in criminality. And they are a criminal organisation. The police of our country that we put into power many years ago with Peel to just keep justice, maintain law and order, have now turned into a money-making criminal enterprise, and that's exactly what they are. Anyway, I'm going to go. The missus just turned up. I did say this would be a short one tonight. I'll see you all very soon, and watch out for the videos in my Velomobile coming up. Thanks for tuning in, as always. Free Wise Men Productions. Look, I've got 3 lights. Happy days. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Love you all.